Welcome back to Question with Answer. In today's video, we bring you part 3 of the FastAPI interview questions and answers series. If you're preparing for Python or backend developer interviews, these questions will give you a real edge. We'll dive into some advanced FastAPI concepts like background tasks, middleware, event handlers, and more, explained in simple, clear terms. Let's get started. Question 1. What are background tasks in FastAPI? Answer. Background tasks let you run extra operations after sending the response. This is useful when you don't want the user to wait for tasks like sending emails, updating logs, or cleaning files. In FastAPI, you can import background tasks and add jobs with background_tasks.add_task. These tasks execute after returning the response, making your API faster and user-friendly. For example, when a user signs up, the API can return instantly while sending a confirmation email in the background. This makes your applications highly responsive. Question 2. How does FastAPI handle middleware? Answer. Middleware in FastAPI is code that runs before and after each request. It allows you to log requests, check authentication, add headers, or even handle cores globally. Middleware is implemented with the @app middleware, HTTP, decorator. For example, you can log request paths before passing them to your endpoint, and then log responses after processing. This feature, inherited from Starlet, gives you powerful tools to handle cross-cutting concerns in one place instead of duplicating code in every route. Question 3. How does dependency injection support testing in FastAPI? Answer. FastAPI's dependency injection system makes testing much easier. During tests, you can override real dependencies like a database connection with mock or in-memory alternatives. This is done using app dependency_overrides. For example, instead of connecting to a real PostgreSQL database, your test can use an in-memory SQLite database. This ensures your tests are isolated, fast, and predictable without affecting production systems. Such flexibility makes FastAPI a great choice for building highly testable applications. Question 4. What are event handlers in FastAPI? Answer. Event handlers in FastAPI allow you to run specific code when your application starts or shuts down. You can define them with @app_on_event, startup, and @app_on_event, shutdown. For example, at startup you might connect to a database or initialize a cache. At shutdown, you might close database connections or clear background jobs. This helps you manage resources efficiently and ensures your app lifecycle is clean and reliable. Question 5. How does FastAPI integrate with OAuth 2 authentication? Answer. FastAPI provides built-in tools for OAuth 2, one of the most common authentication frameworks. It supports flows like password-based login and authorization code. Using OAuth 2 password bearer and OAuth 2 password request form, you can handle token-based login easily. Many developers combine OAuth 2 with JWT or JSON Web Tokens for secure session handling. This allows you to protect sensitive endpoints and manage user authentication in a scalable, standards-compliant way. Question 6. Explain how CORS is handled in FastAPI. Answer. CORS, or cross-origin resource sharing, allows browsers to request resources across different domains. By default, browsers block such requests for security. FastAPI solves this with CORS middleware, which comes from Starlet. You can configure it to allow specific origins, methods, headers, and credentials. For example, if your API is on api.example.com and your frontend is on frontend.com, enabling CORS ensures the frontend can interact with the API securely. Question 7. What is streaming response in FastAPI? Answer. Streaming response lets you send data to clients in chunks instead of all at once. This is especially useful for large files or live data. For example, if you want to stream a CSV report that's being generated dynamically, streaming response can send it piece by piece without consuming large amounts of memory. This improves efficiency and user experience when dealing with big datasets or real-time streams. Question 8. How can you handle file uploads in FastAPI? Answer. File uploads are supported using the file class and upload file. You can declare a file parameter in your endpoint. Here is an example of file upload endpoint. Upload file provides metadata like file name and content type, and handles large files efficiently using async I/O. This makes FastAPI suitable for APIs that accept images, documents, or video uploads. Question 9. How do you secure FastAPI endpoints with API keys? Answer. FastAPI supports API key-based authentication by checking headers or query parameters. You can write a dependency function that validates the key and restricts access. This is lighter than OAuth 2 or JWT and works well for internal services or third-party integrations. For example, only clients with a valid API key in their headers can access protected routes, making the API simple yet secure. Question 10. What are sub-applications in FastAPI? Answer. Sub-applications allow you to mount multiple FastAPI apps under different paths. For example, you might have a user_app4 handling authentication and an admin_app4 dashboards. You can mount them with app_mount/admin, admin_app. This improves code organization, separation of concerns, and scalability, especially in large projects. That's all for this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for more content, so you don't miss any upcoming video. And, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring and keep coding. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.